This Easter, I rediscovered my love for mussels when I cooked this dish up for a few of my friends, and now we've become friends. I think I better share this dish with you. Kathleen, show me your mussels.
Pretty impressive.
And your other mussels.
Yeah. So I've got these mussels, they're fresh.
All right, well, I'll get 2 of those. Beautiful.
There you go.
Now, I reckon you're also the lady to see for some chorizo.
I definitely am.
All right, can we go get some of that as well?
Perfect, coming down.
Sorry, Matt and Courtney, but this is my favourite person to cook with in this kitchen. This is my little brother, Thomas Weldon.
Sorry about that, guys. How you going?
Welcome. We live in different cities. You live in London.
Yep.
I live here in Melbourne. We both work in food. You're a restaurant manager.
Yeah, managing a restaurant over there in London. Yeah.
Yep, and I cook food, sometimes on this show. And we've actually haven't cooked together for years.
No.
So we thought we should do it together for the first time on TV. So we've got a couple of kilos of mussels here. Now, just like you, mussels come with a beard. So we need to take those off. So I'm going to cut our mussels out of our pack, and they come in some salt water, and we're just going to pour them into a bowl here.
Yeah, right.
You can see here, I think you know about trimming mussels.
Yeah, I've done this before.
You can see that bit of stringy stuff there. That's where the mussel attaches to like a pylon or a rope, and they grow in the current.
Yeah,
and
right.
Filter feeders, so the water swims through them, and they get fatter and fatter.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so they sort of, like an oyster, they filter feed. So before you cook them, you're going to take that bit off, because you can imagine now it's going to be quite chewy. So you and I are going to take all the beards off all these mussels before we cook them.
Fun job.
So if you get started, I'll grab a bowl. We'll be back in 1 sec.
Cheers for your help, brother.
Mate, you've done well.
Cheers.
How about that? So at home, if you want to pull the beards off, bring your brother. I don't even need that, we're good to go. So, we get to add some flavour to our mussels. And I know you're gonna like these things. Chorizo.
Love it.
We all like chorizo. We've got some fennel as well, some tomatoes, some chilli, some garlic. We've got all the good stuff in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a little base to flavour our mussels. This is what's gonna go inside of the mussels. You know when you get a pot of mussels and it's all covered in some
All
fennel and
that
some
good
chilli?
stuff.
All the good stuff. This is how we build the goodness.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna add is our onion. So this has been nice and finely diced. You can stir the pot for me. So onion. And I've also got some chorizo to go in there, so just some diced up chorizo. You could also use bacon here, that'd be a great inclusion, but for me the spices of chorizo are really nice. And then fennel, so whole head of fennel diced. We just want to give this a little bit of a cook down. Essentially I want the paprika and the spices in the chorizo just to cook out a little bit, and just to colour that up. When we add our mussels in, we want this to be really hot. We want them to pop open as quickly as possible. We're going to steam them open using some wine and some stock.
Love wine.
Yeah, I know that. Now, you like mussels.
Love them.
You remember when I moved to London, when you were about 12, I went to Brussels, right? I went there and I ate mussels in Brussels. It's a famous dish in Brussels. Sounds funny, mussels in Brussels. But I did, and I got violently ill. So I don't know what happened. Bad mussels. And then for the next 10 years, I couldn't eat a mussel. In fact, up until this Easter, yeah. So this is my recovery dish for mussels. It's got me back on board. As that story finishes, this is perfectly timed. We're now going to go in with some garlic. Finely diced, you could grate it as well. And then we've also got some chilli. Now, we both like it hot. If you don't like it hot, leave it out. You still like it spicy.
Love it spicy.
Hasn't got soft in those cold London winters. Good boy.
Gotta stay hot, mate, over there.
Yeah, exactly right. So 1 more minute until that garlic just begins to soften. And I mean, a minute, or my trigger point is always when I can start smelling the garlic toasting off that oil.
It's already smelling good.
Is this
yeah,
great? That's got the brother's tick of approval. We're going to go with our tomato. We're going to break down and add some nice sweetness and that beautiful tomato acidity. But we don't want to cook them for too long. Let's go in with our mussels. You give me a hand here.
Yep. Just
start picking our mussels up and dropping them in there. And this will start getting nice and hot. Now, I want you to give them a good stir around. And then we're going to go in with about half a bottle of white wine and also half a pack of chicken stock. So probably go about halfway up the pot. Now, lid on and leave it on a high heat. We'll give that a shake every now and then to try and pop them open. Right, now our mussels have been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes and I can see they're starting to pop open. That's how quickly they cook. Now, Tommy, you're on mussel duty.
All right.
And I'm going to keep stirring. As soon as your mussels cook, just pull it out. So the best thing about mussels, and it's one of the things I've always said I love about cooking, is food tells you when it's ready. Mussels tell you when they're ready because they pop open. Now this is great. This is exactly what I want. You can see in here that some of the chorizo and the tomato and the fennel fall inside your shell. So when you pick your mussel up to eat it, you're going to get a little bit of everything in there, which is absolutely perfect. Now, Tom, do you just want to cut me a couple of coins of butter?
Yeah, no.
This liquor here is flavour country. Now, the reason I got you to cut me a coin or 2 of butter is we're going to pop them in here just to thicken up this sauce. So We'll go in with
mate.
those. And you want to get that lemon and squeeze that in here as well. Squeeze it through that sieve so we don't get any lemon seeds in there. Beautiful. Okay, so keep boiling it. Just let it, it's just going to thicken up the sauce and richen up. Last thing for me, just that parsley. Just give it a nice rough chop. All right, so that is done. Bit of our parsley into our sauce just to warm through. And then we're literally just going to grab the mussels and start piling them up along the bottom. I want to just dig into these and eat them. They look so good.
Oh, they smell great.
Now look at you shaking your
Bloody
hands
hell,
off.
they're bloody hot.
You've got that front of house hands on, don't you? You're, that's so you get your kitchen fingers, mate. More time in the back. I just want to sprinkle the chorizo, the extra mussels, all over the top. Now, you can smell the butter now, that wine. I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah, mate, it smells great.
And then let's just pour that over the top. You need this liquor because the mussel's best friend is some bread to mop it all up. That is my dish of mussels.
Our dish.
That is me and my brother's dish of mussels with chorizo and white wine. Mate, we've got to eat this. Bit of bread.
Let's get stuck in.